How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's almost the weekend, so I'm doing really good. So,
I'm on quarantine, so I'm
uh,
doing real good.
you got some time off work following that vacation.
2 weeks.
That's
Good.
awesome. So let's see here. I got you up here live on Facebook. We got some people joining already. Um, so I'm just gonna start out. I mean, I know who you are, Barb, but I'm sure there's people watching that might not know who you are. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you? Who's Barb?
Oh, Barb is a nurse for 28 and a half years, and I love metal detecting. I love it better than nursing.
That's that's awesome.
Yeah, especially during COVID. It's not been fun. It's being an essential worker is not fun. Um, but I've been detecting about 6.5 years. I started after getting divorced. I was like, I need a hobby, and bought a used Garrett 350, good machine. My great niece now has it. That's her starter machine. Uh, and I used it. I found a lot of rings in parks with that machine. So, don't knock the cheaper end machines because they can find just as many rings as those $2,000 machines.
Yep.
Uh, so then I upgraded to a XP Deus, and I now have a Knox 800 and a GPX 4500. So a wide variety. I am not a one brand person.
I see that. You use them all. That's how I
Well, yeah, the GPX is, I use it in Virginia only,
am.
twice a year. This year, once. My Deus is my go-to machine. It's light. You can swing it all day. It goes pretty deep. But my Knox, I love for the beach. It
Oh
is
yeah,
it is the best beach machine there is out there.
that's
That's in
awesome.
my opinion.
Yep.
My
A lot of
opinion.
people have the same opinion though. They love that on the beach because it does so well.
It does great, and we dug really deep coins this summer when I went home. So uh, I have to use it because my great niece steals my dais. She's like, "Can I have the light one?"
Sounds like it's about time for her to get an upgrade. I think she's like, I need something else.
Yeah, she does. And
Yeah.
one day, she's only 13, so
Oh
it's kind
yeah.
of hard to give her an expensive machine. It's like you just play with mine when I come.
Yep. Yep. So you just mentioned Virginia. I know you just got back from a trip up there. What was that all about?
Digging in Virginia, it's an invite hunt.
Mhm.
It's usually twice a year. March was canceled. Where did we go? We went to Beauregard and Rat Tree. So there's this like one area in Culpeper,
Mhm.
which is Brandy Station, the battle.
Yep.
There were winter camps there. And so some of these guys, they like research every farm. They can tell you that's I'm going to the Massachusetts Hill. I'm like, where is that? Or I'm going to the New York camp. Because they've studied this. I just kind of me and I'm the wanderer. I just go wherever, and it's probably why I don't find as much as some of the guys. But it's the company is great. The people are fabulous. Um, I didn't find anything real exciting. I found a nice ringtail sharp that was dropped, so that's a plus. It's a
Okay.
great bullet. A part of a Shaler bullet, and my little pocket knife. A bunch of rivets, no buttons. I got a
No.
button back. That was it. Um, but I have found some really cool first time found my first large set in Virginia. I don't
Oh,
even know
awesome.
if they made it this far south because uh, I live in the mountains in North Carolina, and the folks here are pretty poor. I have found a couple of old coins, but not many.
I know that that one particular coin eluded you for a long time.
The Indian,
Yeah.
yes. I'm still getting jabbed at by everybody. Last night on the radio show, people like, "You see what I find?" I'm like, "I see it, guys. I may not comment, but I see it." I actually had a bet with Cody in, I think he's in Seattle or Oregon, and who would find an Indian head penny first? And It took me 2 years to win that bet.
Oh, wow.
2 years. And I
Wow.
found it at the old lumber company, which was established in 1922. I've
Mhm.
pulled 2 out of there. One has a date, one doesn't. Um, but it just shows how poor these people were if it takes you
Yeah.
2 years to find an Indian head penny.
I remember like that large scent down here in Florida. We don't have as many like you. I mean, finding large scents isn't anything. I remember when I went up to Ohio and boom, Bill Marsh pulls out a large scent, and I'm like, why couldn't I walked over there? But the Indian head pennies, it's like down here in Florida. I don't know what the reason is, but we find a lot more. We find a lot of Indian head
My
pennies. I mean,
end.
if you're out relic hunting, large scents are hard to find. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if they were if you go east in the state, you could probably pull some, but not
Mhm.
over here in the mountains. A lot of the towns here were established 1850 or later. Uh, it's even at the lumber company. I've yet to pull a silver coin from.
Really?
It's a huge property too, huge
Yeah.
property, and I got about 50 wheat pennies, but no silver.
You'll find one there, Barb. I'm sure you will.
I did find a buffalo
Okay.
nickel. So, um, but we 2 years ago, I got roped into what's called the Great Metal Detecting Christmas Giveaway for kids 5 to 15 years old. I had one at 4 years old tried to join yesterday. I'm like, "You're not old enough," but, their parent tried to join them. But, I was on the radio listening to Beyond Sight and Sound, and they're talking about this great giveaway they're gonna do for kids with metal detectors and shovels, and they asked me to call in so that I could be the one to run it, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, this is your idea."
Yeah.
So this will be our 3rd year that we've done this. I asked Josh to come and help be my elf to stuff boxes because my living room is full and he just isn't coming. I don't know why. Uh, right now, I think I'm up to 10 metal detectors. I have a bunch of mini hordes. I think I have 5 of those.
Okay.
I've got 4 simplexes, a bounty hunter. That makes 10. So I think that's where I stand this year. Last year, I had a lot of go finds, um, and I don't know why. But Richard donated the 3 simplexes that are in my living room. And normally people don't send me the metal detectors, they
Yeah.
ship them. But somehow 5 of them ended up in my living room this year. So um, the shipping is a big thing. I want to thank my DIV folks because they gave me $220 towards shipping when I was there one night. So last year was $272 to ship out 50 something presents.
Okay. I think that's great how you're doing this, and you kind of, even though you got roped in, I mean, you're owning it. I know that I've seen it since the beginning, the first two that you did, and I was excited about this one because I love it when kids get into them. And you were talking about how it's all on the same page from all the years, and it's really cool to see the follow up after they get their detectors and everything.
It is. And, if there are people out there that I know are having it tough,
Mhm.
so it's probably going to be more appreciated this year than in the past. But it is great. Christmas morning, there were parents that like, I'm not giving it to them till Christmas because that's like their big thing that they're getting this year, even though their parents want it for them. But the smile on those kids' faces, I mean, I had kids smiling. They got 2 coins and a sticker, just a little something extra at Christmas time. Um, the I have this big metal thing and it's about probably 3 feet by 3 feet, and it was filled taller than me
Oh
when I
wow.
went to the post office. We
Wow.
had that many things. Um, it is a big I'm going to Walmart. I hate that place, but they're the cheapest place to buy boxes and padded envelopes. So I got paid and I've got extra money. So that's what I'm picking up today
Okay.
because after doing this for 2 years, this will be 3. The first year was a nightmare. I was up till like 2 in the morning, packaging everything, putting people's addresses because the minute they win, they're PMing me and I'm putting it in the spreadsheet. What prize? My spreadsheet is huge. It has who donated it, what they donated, and then I put the kid's name, their address, and when they get it, I go in and I put the day they notify me they got the package so that I keep track. Last year, I was smart. I put everything in envelopes and boxes, gave them each a number, and then I wrote their names on the inside of the box or the
Okay,
label of who won it, and it took so much less time last year.
that's
So
awesome. I'm going to jump over here in the chat for just a minute. Let's see. We got Mark Duncan, Edsel, Don, Forrest, Dave. They say good morning. So does Shannon Copeland, Mark Hoover, and Mark Hoover says he's only 14. Can he be in the giveaway?
no,
And then Frank from Detecting America, he said, good morning, Barb.
Frank sent me stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. So we got a lot of people in here watching right now saying hi to you, Barb. I know they were excited you were coming on here today. Now with this great Christmas giveaway, if somebody wanted to have a child join, how would they do that? And if somebody wanted to make a donation for the giveaway, how would they contact you?
They can PM me on Facebook if they don't have a Facebook account. They can. It's better just I don't know if I want to give them my home phone. I'll give them my cell
Yeah.
phone. It's 828-507-2533. It doesn't ring at my house, so you'll get me when I go to town and the message pops in. But through Facebook is actually the best way. The giveaway is on Facebook. So all they have to do is request to join. I have like 5 admins, and that's their job.
Okay.
Um, when I asked people to be admins, they're like, what do you want us to do? I went, just scope people out, make sure they're legit before you add them. So that's their job. That way I can just focus on getting donations and getting this all together for the giveaway. The giveaway is the 11th, 12th, and 13th. We did it, I think, the 15th last year, and that was a nightmare because everything's got to be mailed the day after the giveaway. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I make the parents, if they join, I do have some kids that have joined for themselves. Joshua won a detector last year. He's 15. He's like, this is my last year to play. But he was tickled that he finally won a detector. Um, I make them tell me their age because I want to give age appropriate detectors. I don't want to send a mini horde to a 15-year-old. And
Right.
that is the whole point why they have to tell their age and their name for the kids they're playing for. They will get a schedule about 3, 4 days before telling exactly what time and what date the giveaway for which age group is. That
Okay.
way they know to be present for their child's age giveaway. If they're playing for 4 kids and one of them wins, that's it. They don't get to win another detector. That's why I make them list all the kids they're playing for. We
Okay.
want to make as many families happy as we can. And make it fair. I don't want 2 detectors going to one household, even or one family. Um, so they'll get a schedule for all the detector giveaways, and then throughout the whole weekend, whenever I'll be cleaning, and I'll just stop and go, okay, let's give away package number 10. This is what's in it, and this is what you got to do to play. And I make them do crazy things.
Shannon actually said, are you going to do the truffle shuffle this year?
Absolutely. I usually it's for something good, usually a pinpointer or a shovel. It's like, okay, if your kid's not there, you got to do it. And it's
That's
hilarious
awesome.
watching the grandparents. I made them sit on the toilet with their number for random.org last year. So that I know I embarrassed a lot of people making them do that, but it was hilarious.
That's so funny. You're pretty creative. And I mean, it's awesome what you're doing. And I mean, you're going to make so many people happy for Christmas. And we really appreciate it. I mean, just the detective community in general. I mean, look how many people are reaching out to you and want to participate in it just because it's such a great cause that you're doing.
And it's always better if I have people that do it the whole weekend. I mean, their kids and them are like glued to the computer just waiting for a giveaway. And they said they have more fun because there's always a couple of scavenger hunts.
Okay.
So the people that have done this probably have the edge on other people because, there's going to be some type of detecting, even if it's a coin or um, something silver, something gold, a bird, or so you might want to have your tree decorated beforehand. Hey, I got a bird on the tree. I can put that. Um, when we do scavenger hunts, no computer generated. I had people that, man, they could put together pictures in 2 seconds. I'm like, nope, it's got to be items.
Yeah,
So we try to make it fun. And even if they don't win anything, hopefully they had some good quality family time.
that's awesome. That's really good. And it's so awesome that, especially with COVID going on and everything, it's something that they can all participate in as a family and do from home.
Yeah.
So,
And when I have little treasure chests, so I either stick something in each one or I'll put a piece of paper with something you might find, and they have to guess which treasure chest it's in or the order of things. We just try to make it fun.
I have a question. If anybody that's watching wants to, I mean, we talked about how to contact you to donate. What are some things that you still need?
I have absolutely no hand diggers or shovels this year. I don't know why. I think I had 5 last year. Thanks to Kellyco, we have 5 pinpointers, plus I have another one, so I have 6. I have lots of headphones, thanks to y'all again. Um, and I got tons of fine cases. Ed Olson donated, I think, a case of them, which is nice because I put the fines. Nokta gave me a bunch of bags with a hat in it, so I added headphones and a fines case, and I'm gonna put silver coins or wheats or old coins in the fine cases before I box them up. Um, I got some books. I don't have that many. Last year I had a lot of beginner books or metal detecting books. I've only got 3 this year. I
Okay.
didn't get any t-shirts this year from anyone. I think I got 1. I do have a lot of fines pouches, and the only coins that I've really got have been from Detect America. They sent me some proofs out, and Ed Marvin sent me a couple, but I don't have that many. I've thrown in about 100 coins to give away from seeded hunts. Um, so just about anything, you
Okay.
know.
All right. Well, hopefully you can get some people listening that might want to participate since it is for such a good cause.
And
Uh,
stickers. I could use stickers. Kids love stickers.
yes, they do.
Um, Yeah, and it's nice because if they're little stickers, I can put a couple with some coins and, do them in an envelope. They're just a stamp, you
Right.
know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait for everything to happen and see those kids' faces. I mean, it's really awesome what you're doing, like I said. There's another thing that you do too. I believe you have a Facebook group as well.
I do
How's this going?
Dirt Pirates Detecting. I have my shirt on.
Awesome.
Oh God, we've been, I don't even know, maybe 6 years we've had our group.
Okay.
Um, we have a lot of people post videos. We do usually do an anniversary giveaway in February or March. It's usually a weekend thing, and again, we make the members there do a lot worse than we do the kids. um, but it's a good group. Good bunch of people hang out. A lot of those people have donated that are in our group, so uh, it's fun. I belong to too many metal detecting groups, and it's like I've been trying to hit as many. So if you can share the giveaway, I think I have 200 kids that are playing right now, which is a big increase from last year. I think we had 150. So, um, and I've got the page open and I can see the requests. I just got pinged with I don't know how many requests. They'll just have to sit there till after the show.
That's awesome. Let's see. Frank said stickers headed your way with an ugly box.
With an
And
ugly,
yep. Rob Harmon said, what a great thing to do for kids. Shannon Copeland, we have stickers. We'll
oh,
donate some
Shannon,
more items too.
Shannon sent me a brute magnet from
Oh, okay.
Emily Little Dirt Digger. Um, I'm trying to think. Kellyco Note, Shooters and Prospectors, uh, Mary. I forgot Mary Branch Outdoors. Tim Henderson. He and I always watched the shows, and my phone was blowing up, and I'm like, "What do people want?" They're like, "Get on the show." They gave away a mini horde from Tim and Patrick. Goes by Swamp Fox. I don't know who he is. Uh, he won it, and he's like, "I don't need it," and they're like, "Well, give it to Barb." So I got 2 detectors that night from Tim Henderson,
Oh, that's
mini horde. So I might be over 10 by now. I don't know. It's all in a spreadsheet.
Bill Marsh wanted me to
And,
tell
and
you who made it.
one of my, oh, he said he was sleeping in.
Yep, but he got on here. He's in there.
But Shooters and Prospectors, American Digger Magazine, Kellyco, uh, tons of people. If I missed your name, I think I'm going to do a sponsor thing on the kids giveaway and say, if you're a sponsor, put your Facebook page or your logo in this thread, so that I can give everyone recognition.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I just love how everybody came together to pull this off. And I think you're the perfect person to do it, Barb. So it's awesome.
Well, thanks. And uh, the grandparents, we were going to make it that kids had to be present. And
Mm-hmm.
that first year I had this older gentleman, he's like, I really want to play for my grandkids, but we won't have them this weekend. And I heard that from separated or divorced parents. It's like, it's their dad's weekend. And I don't think he'll do this. So I don't make the kids be present. The parents, aunts, uncles, grandkids, grandparents get to play, but they have to do all the crazy stuff.
That's awesome. So I just think it's great. And Bill said that coffee, he's just saying. Yep. That's how come he's up and watching. He's got that coffee.
I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm a hot tea drinker, but I have classy, nice China cups from England.
So Barb, we talked a lot about what you do, for the metal detecting company. You're a huge asset and a great ambassador for the hobby. But and I know you're a relic hunter. I know that. When you go out there and stuff, I mean, what really gets you going out there? Something that you find. I mean, what's one of your favorite finds that you've had?
Locally, it's my tokens from Blackwood Lumber Company. Bill Marsh has actually seen some of them. I went to a hunt in Ohio, and I only had a couple then. I think I probably have 8 or 10 now.
Mhm.
The lumber company was built in 1922, so roughly 100 years ago. And the soil there is terrible. When you dig a plug, it's spotted black from all the cheap nails rusting in it.
Oh
So
wow.
it's kind of like mineralized. And I didn't find a whole lot. They knocked down my friend's house, and it was the last lumber company house. And the state took the property by eminent domain, which means I can hunt it now. And when I found my first token, I was like, could it possibly say Blackwood Lumber? And it was a $5 brass payday token, and it's huge. It's
Oh,
it's
awesome.
it's bigger than a silver dollar. And
Wow.
I scratched it because I thought it's just going to be another can, but it sounded good. And so when I scratched it, I kissed it. I was upset, but it's just as pretty with that scratch as without it. So,
Yep. Gives us some character.
um, and I got a $1 payday token. I think a couple of meal tokens from there,
Oh wow.
a couple of merchandise tokens. I've got 50 cent and $1 ones. And they were all made in Ohio, but by different companies. and some of them are really quality and the other ones are junk. You can barely read them. They're,
Okay.
I probably need to electrolyze them. Um, so finding stuff there, I found my first Indian head penny there. I found my first Chinese coin from 1700s there.
That's cool. Sounds like a
And
good site, your honey hole.
it is, and I probably have 200 hours there, and they just moved dirt the other day, so
Oh,
Saturday, I was headed out to dig.
oh, that's gonna be fun. I look forward to seeing what you find. Maybe you'll find something really awesome out there. Just to
The tokens are awesome. I
Yes,
mean,
yes. Those are some of my favorite finds because I mean, they're so different. I mean, I found tokens that I can't even identify what they are. I mean, there's so many. I have a lumber company that I dug on a property and I only found one token, one payday token there, which was really cool. So tokens are
and
fun.
yeah, I have found some lipstick cases, some heel taps, some toe taps, uh, compact lids, a beautiful gold-plated pocket watch front.
Oh, okay.
Uh, and a third Cavalry Army ring that I got to return to the owner. That was probably the best thing that I have found there.
That's awesome. Now, when you go out to DIV, what's one of your favorite finds that you found out there?
Ooh, that's tough.
Top three. How about that?
Uh, Enfield oil can.
Okay.
It's only about that big. It
Mhm.
is smushed, but it was issued with the Enfield rifles.
Okay.
So they had their own little oil can. My Chaussier button is probably the one most people would want. Um, it was a French button that they sent over for troops. They were pewter,
Mhm.
and so it lived in a pocket of mud for many weeks till I could get to preserving it, because they will fall apart. Pewter will.
Yeah.
So when it finally came out of its mud ball, it was rinse off the mud, dry it real quick, and I sealed it with Mod Podge, about 8 coats of it to
Okay.
preserve it. And it looks just like the day I found it. So, um, hmm, third. Oh, I know my Nizzler bullet. I only have one. They're very, very rare. And they're a true Confederate bullet.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
it's worth about $300 for that one bullet.
Y- You know what I like about this last 2 minutes of this conversation? And it makes me kind of understand why you're the right person for the kids giveaway. You just became a child, like talking about it, that excitement. I mean, it's just like the giggly, like waiting out for Christmas morning to open that package. So it's awesome to see that excitement, how excited you are over finding those finds. That's
That
awesome, Barb.
that Nesler, I had no clue what it was. I had food poisoning and dug like 14 bullets in this one small area. And I
Mhm.
said, I'm just gonna take one last stroll. And I dug it. It's a little snub nose bullet. And I was like, that's different. I don't have one of those, you know? And
Mhm.
when I walked out of the woods, I was watching this young kid dig a parrot shell from 3 feet down, and I'm
Wow.
like, "That's awesome, man! How'd you how'd you find that?" And they were like, "Did you do any good today, Barb?" And I went, "Yeah, but what is this?" And held up that little bullet, and they went, "You're kidding me, right?" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "That's a Nesler. I've done this 40 something years. I've yet to find one."
Wow. So that makes it even
Oh,
more
well,
special.
yeah, one of them offered me 170 bullets for that one bullet.
Oh, wow.
He really wanted it.
Bill's over there being Bill. He's like, I'm brand new to detecting. What is this foreign language and weird references the guest is speaking of? Bill's so funny.
Oh, listen, Bill. But what's special about a Nesler? There's 3 varieties, and they were shotgun bullets,
Okay.
and they were made by the School for the Deaf, Dumb, and Blind in Raleigh for the Confederate soldiers. So it's guaranteed 100% Confederate bullet.
That's
So
amazing.
a lot of the bullets, you can't say that. Your three ringers were used by both sides. So
Right,
you pull 100 of those, yeah, they're great, but you don't know which side dropped them, fired them. But with
right.
the nuzzlers, you do.
That's awesome. Amazing find. I love seeing your excitement come through. Talk about it too.
And I have just as much fun as the kids do and the giveaway, to be honest.
I know you
Um,
do.
it's it's a little stressful because I usually have two computers going. One I'm doing giveaways plus a tablet, so I have three three things going because I'm typing in names when they won and getting ready for the next giveaway. And it's like, what am I going to do to him now? You know, what would be fun? You know.
That's awesome. Well, Barb, it's about time for me to wrap this up. I mean, I'm really excited. It was a great interview. We've been trying to do this for a while, and I'm kind of glad it worked out the way that it did. That way, we got to talk about the huge giveaway. So, timing was perfect. So,
Well, thank you for having me. I
oh,
appreciate it.
you're welcome. And you guys, if you want to reach out to Barb, reach out to her on Facebook. And if you want to donate or you want any of your kids to join, just reach out to Barb and she'll take care of you. All right. Until next week. Next week, we actually are going to have Delic from Note the Macro on next Wednesday. So be sure to
Cool.
tune in to see that. And you have a fun time during quarantine, Barb.
I will. I'm cleaning.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye bye.